welcome back to another video.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance.
I am just driving in the car because I'm gonna go and meet my family. I was in the Gold Coast last weekend and my sister and her family are visiting Melbourne this weekend. We're going to probably one of my favorite restaurants in Melbourne, Frankie's Tortas and Tacos in Collingwood or Fitzroy, one of those. I feel like every time someone comes in town, like that's where I always take them. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, so I'm just driving over there now. I have a little bit of a headache, so I need to take some Nurofen or something. Oh my gosh, so for the last 2 nights, Kendrick Lamar had his concert here in Melbourne, and holy crap. Oh, why was that so hard to swallow, those pills? Anyway, Kendrick had his concerts for the last 2 nights, and from my place, I could literally hear the concert going on. It was so loud, and then I also could see the fireworks going off, which was devastating because I was supposed to be there and I didn't get to go, so never mind, why not? But yeah, absolutely devastated. I was watching the videos on TikTok and I was screaming, crying, throwing up, punching the air. So anyways, that's okay. Hopefully I get another opportunity to see him because it looked like it was incredible. So, God, my lips are so dry. I love this lip liner. My friend gave me this Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's Iconic Nude. Look how small it is. It's probably the best lip liner I've ever used. I feel like it's the perfect color for me. And I went to go repurchase this thinking it was Pillow Talk. And I went to so many different Meccas, and finally one of the girls was like, I don't think that's Pillow Talk. I think that's Iconic Nude. And so every time I've gone to look for it, it's sold out. And so when I was in Mecca looking for it, this is the Mecca Max. I think it's called Classy or something. I don't know. Whatever. I'll put it on the screen. But I feel like it's an almost exact dupe. And this is $16. Really, really good. I really love the color. It's really nice and creamy. I really like that lip liner. And then, oh my gosh, my Summer Fridays is like, I've used this to death. It's almost done, but I want to finish this. And it's just sort of like never ending. It's really weird when I get to the end of a lip gloss because I always feel like I lose them before I use them. And this one, I don't know why, I've just seemed to be hanging on to it, which is great. Really devastated I couldn't go to Kendrick. Yeah, literally so upsetting. But I was like almost gonna buy tickets last night, and they were really cheap tickets too, like going for $80. I feel like there are 2 things that I will never regret spending my money on, and one of them is concert tickets or festival tickets, and the other is travel. I feel like there have been times where I'm like, I don't really have the money for that, but I feel like your return on investment is just priceless. Like, there is no time that I've ever spent money on flights or a concert or whatever that I've thought, oh, I really just like wish I didn't spend that money. So I feel like I get buyer's remorse when I've bought clothes and, you know, gone out drinking or whatever. But when it's music and when it's travel, I feel like those are the things that make your life so special and memories that you won't forget. God damn it, it looked so good and so fun. And I just feel like going to concerts alone in Melbourne, I just like nothing else. I feel like people are so friendly. There's so many other people that have gone by themselves, so I don't ever feel like I'm gonna be alone. You know, there's always a girly pop around that will you know, take you under their wing. There's enough yapping for now. Lunch with my family, and then I think we're just gonna hang out for a little bit. I don't really know. And then later tonight, to you later.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. When you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that a good game home is sorry. They say conversation.
Doing? It's Wednesday today, and this past weekend I just spent it with my family because they were visiting from the Gold Coast, and you know, one thing led to another, and I realized I didn't get enough footage to film a whole vlog. I thought I would just take you along for a day in my life. I was a bit hesitant to do this, but I really want to be consistent in uploading a video every Thursday, so I just figured, why not show you what I do for the day. Realized I don't think I've told you what I do for work.
What happened, Bagels?
Oh, you want to play with your toy? She wants to play. This is what Bagel does when she wants to play. She will literally next to the toy she wants to play with, and she will just wait patiently. Yep, give it a little tap. Yes, I know you want to play. Yes, darling, I know. Okay. Anyways, I realized that I haven't actually told you what I do for work. I think I've just said I work corporate or work a 9 to 5. I am a bid coordinator for a buildings and infrastructure company.
Here's Bagels. Hi, baby. This is Miss Bagels. Hey, baby. Want to say hello? Okay, good.
So you know when companies need to pitch for big projects to win work? Well, basically, I'm the person that pulls that pitch together. So basically, you know, I work with a bunch of stakeholders to pull together information, to pull together a really polished document. So I organize deadlines and make sure everyone sends me everything that I need in order to be able to pull that together and submit it on the deadline, and essentially make sure we are selling the company in what we do. I've been working at this company for about 7 years now. I actually just got my long service leave, which is really exciting. So I am constantly working on deadlines, which is probably not great for the cortisol levels. Enjoy what I do. I definitely don't wake up in the morning thinking I don't want to go to work. I definitely am more of a creative person, and I think this is a part of the reason why I am filming vlogs. I feel like I need a creative outlet outside of my job just to bring me more purpose and fulfillment. So yeah, I've really been enjoying doing this so far. Yeah, it's really nice to have a little project outside of work. So yeah, that's essentially what I do for work. It's just after 5 and I'm about to finish up for my work day. Really full weekend with my family in town, so I have absolutely no groceries and nothing to cook. Thankfully, someone had made me a meal, so I had some lunch to eat today, but other than that, I really have no groceries. So I'm about to go through my menu list and look at what meals I can eat for the next few days while I'm on my follicular phase. And I've got to go and get some groceries. I feel like that's all I'm doing in these vlogs is go to the grocery store. Love going to the grocery store. So I've got to figure out what I'm eating for the next few days and I'll write myself a list. So I really want to get out for a walk because I've been inside all day and have just been sitting at my desk. I really want to get some movement in. So yeah, I'll come home, make some dinner, and then I've got to edit this vlog because I've got to upload tomorrow morning. Feeling like this vlog has been pretty boring, but you know what? Not every single vlog is going to be top tier, and I just want to make sure that I'm being consistent, and for the people that want to watch and hang out with me will watch, and if not, that's totally fine. I don't think I showed much of my work day, but honestly, I feel like I've just been sitting here replying to emails, taking phone calls. I had a few Teams meetings and actually just doing some work. So I fear all you would see me doing is this. So not very exciting, but it's real. And this has been my day so far. So yeah, the only thing I didn't show you was eating lunch on the couch while I scrolled on my phone, which again, I feel like is not very exciting. So I'll check in with you in a little bit. So at the moment at work, they are doing a Elfmas Christmas type thing, and every single day 3 people win prizes, and some of the prizes are actually really good. Like they are giving away like Bose speakers, headphones, Android tablets, like movie tickets and all that kind of stuff. But I ended up winning a gift, which was actually very exciting. So I thought I would like do a little unboxing. First thing I got is this Akoya diffuser in French pear. So, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh my god, yum. It smells amazing. That's what it looks like. And then it came with the little sticks. I love these kind of things. But this is like something that I would never buy myself. I feel like I never buy candles anymore because in a different era in my life, I was making candles for a business. So I'm like, I just don't want to buy candles. It feels like a waste of money when I feel like I can make them. But then I also got this Mint Grove Australia burnt fig and pear candle. It's massive. Like it is 370 grams. So this is the candle that I got. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And it came with a little lid. The last thing I got was this, which is from Aesop, and it's a little, yeah, it's like a little lavender hand balm. So oh my gosh, it just smells so freaking good. Anyways, that's what I won, which is so exciting because I literally didn't have to do anything for it. I just won a little gift, which I thought was so nice. I also just got back from the grocery store, so I thought I would do a little haul again. I feel like every single vlog I have filmed, I've done a grocery haul, but I don't know why. I really just enjoy watching this type of content. Like, I think I'm nosy and I want to see what people get in their groceries and see what people like and if there's things that I can get too. But I went to Woolies and Lamana and Sons and I got some yellow nectarines. The white ones, not great. I got 2 mangoes because I'm going to make chia seed pudding again. A lime, some coriander, an orange. I'm going to try and make a Mont Blanc tomorrow morning. I got some garlic, some ginger. I got this little ciabatta loaf. I got some enoki mushrooms. And I got some apples, chicken for bagel from the butcher, some kettle chips, cottage cheese, I got some free range chicken. I really like this one because it doesn't have any hormones, I don't think. I got some jasmine rice. I got some blueberries, some coconut cream, and I got myself a little chocky. And that's it. That's my little grocery haul. But if you know from my first vlog, I set up all of my groceries like this, so I sort of have a second of gratitude. So I'm gonna do that right now. I am about to start cooking dinner. I'm cooking this like coconut chicken bake type of thing. So I have all the ingredients here and I'm gonna start cooking. Sorry about the lighting. It's just really shit in my apartment at this time. So anyway, I got this free range chicken, which is really great. It doesn't have any antibiotics or any added hormones and stuff like that. So I used to buy this when I lived in Sydney from Harris Farm Market, but now they just have it at Woolies, which is great. I usually get chicken thighs because they are way more delicious than chicken breast. I found this recipe on TikTok ages ago and I've made it a few times and it's just super easy, so delicious. It is gluten-free, sugar-free, which is also really good if you have PCOS. Well, if you have insulin-resistant PCOS, which is what I have. So I'm supposed to be living sugar-free, gluten-free. However, I have been a bit loosey-goosey with that recently. So I'm trying to, as best as possible, eat sugar-free, gluten-free during the week. Enjoy myself on the weekends. That's what I'm cooking tonight. There's like one thing I love about Melbourne, well, one of many things I love about Melbourne is that in summer, in daylight savings, the sun does not set until really late. So I think the sun will set maybe at about 8:30 tonight. We're in the thick of summer. It doesn't set until like 9 p.m. and it's just phenomenal. Just cut off all the extra fatty bits off my chicken. I'm just gonna season it really simply. Salt, pepper, onion powder, paprika, maybe a little oregano. Put a little oil in the pan and now I'm just gonna put it in while it's cold and then I'll let the chicken heat up with the pan and it'll get a nice brown sear on it. I wouldn't usually overcrowd the pan, but I'm not gonna wait. I can't be bothered to wait. We'll just stick them all in at once. And while I wait for that, I'm just gonna chop up my onions, garlic, and ginger. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me over the cooking chicken. Maybe I'll just try and cover it actually. Really such an easy recipe, and I feel like even if you're not a master chef, like I find it really just an easy one to make. So I have a bit of ginger here. I've seen a lot of people actually peel a ginger with a spoon. Put the spoon across the ginger and, you know, it comes off pretty easily. So I just sort of cut off those nubs that I don't really want. I just eat it. I just don't think there's anything wrong with that. So what I usually do is I'll get a microplane and instead of chopping it all, I'll just grate it. And it makes it so much easier, so much faster, and yeah, you don't have to spend, and look at that, there's just so much ginger. When you cook with the ginger skin, you can't taste, it doesn't taste like anything, you can't feel it in the texture. So I'm gonna use maybe 3 garlic cloves. Bagel, she is patiently waiting for her dinner. So I will get these chopped up and I'll make her some dinner too. She's very patient. I have seen other cats just like smash on their bowl and meow till they get fed, but Bagel, that's probably like the most noise she'll ever make if you even heard her. So I feel like she's never gone without a meal. So I think she trusts that, you know, I will feed her and it's not the end of the world if I don't feed her at exactly the same time every single day. So I don't know how I got so lucky with her, but I feel very lucky to have a cat like her. So I've just flipped the chicken now. I'm not going to cook it all the way. I'm probably going to cook it about 90% of the way. chicken off and then cook the onions, garlic and ginger together and then make the sauce. So the onions have softened a lot and the bottom of the pan has gotten really brown, so I'm just gonna add in the ginger and the garlic. So probably cook it for about like 30 seconds to a minute. We are going to add a little bit of this tomato paste. I don't really measure, maybe like that much, like half a teaspoon. So I just added a stock cube and now I'm just gonna add in a little bit of water and just deglaze the pan. So just scrape everything off the bottom, all of that flavor off the bottom of the pan. And once that has all come together, then we'll just add in the coconut cream. And then we're just gonna add the chicken back in and bring this all up to a boil. It's starting to come to a bit of a boil now, so I'm just going to turn it back down to low and cook it for maybe 10 or 15 more minutes. This wasn't in the recipe, but I am going to add a little bit of chili flakes in there because I feel like everything is better when it's a bit spicy. Here's how my dinner turned out. I've just got the chicken and the sauce on a bed of rice with some coriander, and then I just put a bit more coconut cream on top, and it looks a bit questionable, but I feel like the yummiest food is the ugliest. So I'm just about to eat my dinner. This is, you can't really see it. I am gonna close out the video here. I'm hoping that everything that I captured somehow made a vlog. So I'm gonna spend the rest of the night putting all of this vlog together and editing, and hopefully I'll be able to get it up tomorrow morning. So if you watched all the way to the end, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance.